with the oratories?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
You...
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor? Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro-Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro-Archon, and not to mention the original... But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose...
So you were also once one of the Oceanids?
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Furina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way, the person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, in order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Furina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydra Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, focalors' divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Furina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for... All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility. Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Hey there! Time to go! Huh? Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Don't blink. Coming at you. Attack! Speed of light. Hey! Shower me with prayer. Higher, higher. Hands on fire. See? Huh?
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad.
Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people...
Oh.
What's...
Yeah.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontanian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. But if the prophecy will come true, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other.
You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role, that of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then... But don't worry, being a human, remember...
So...
To a... But...
A trial, huh? The Maison Cardinalise has announced, what should I say, to most appear like a god. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god focalors, once again, this should do it. I thought I might
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen.
Wait, what's going on? Right, calm down, Farina. Assertive. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Her future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. But my dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith. We have heard it said that this nation sins the scales. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. There is, so long as I...
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
Besides,
If...
a magnet...
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties.
Lady Farina.
No need. All right.
He's...
Lady Farina, you're...
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner. Really?
I'm...
The day is final, but it's good. Maybe this is fun.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my...
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant...
Understood. I feel...
Lady Farina, I've heard that the... Oh, are you crying?
Uh-huh. Really not. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years. I never have I want to die. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please.
Farina, you don't have, although I don't know what you...
Share that's impossible.
But even if you're just
A witness. And if to... She's right. But if they... No, Farina. But what if, Farina, is it so... If you let them think about it long and hard. No, all you need to do, dear spectator, is...
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full...
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly prince, she did very well. If she had let her resolve fall, it seems that trusting humanity...
I believe that... How would you...
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has pinpointed... I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Linny did mention that he heard a human... It now seems that that person...
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so with... Alas, you're under... In truth, it is no Oh, my work. Oh, but really, the vast majority has been... Had to be...
It was all...
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but...
So the Oratrice... The destruction of that divine throne...
Returning what's... In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the high... Oh, what? getting sad again, are we? The authority of the...
All you've done through...
I've never quite seen... Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And that speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice... So, if the theft of the primordial sea, then... leaving in other words, defying at this point, Judex Nervilla.
So when at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 cent you are things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to...
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Judex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened?
Was that bright light some sort of
But since we're all still...
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that...
Didn't you say just a moment ago that
I have gained the strength sufficient to... We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer... The root of the come with me, Traveler. The the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless I can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel the sorrow turning into hostility. Devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to... devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within. Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Hey there! Watch out! Strike a pose! Time to shine! See?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that... well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point. But they bumped...
that power...
It's just that he can...
I simply did... so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. That kind of power... all in all... the point...
well, so what sort of...
oh, right. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul?
Still nothing? Well...
ooh, that one we've heard!
oh. So, but I suppose you understand now, yes?
Wait!
Actually, never mind that. That they all devouring such roiling as such. In other words...
what?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The